Hi guys. Hi. Does traditional tattoos last longer than this new era of tattoos? Is there a way I can cover up this tattoo?
Okay.
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 You're falling into a trendy trap. It is almost as trendy as the tribals. Question: fact or myth? Color fades faster than black and gray. Why do people do this? Why do you just like? Well, anyway, yeah. First, intro.
This is the Tat Chat with Electric Linda.
Oh my god. I just feel so unbelievably unprepared today. Sorry. Okay. Hello, welcome back. Can you hear me? Is the music, no, is the sound okay? It looks like it should be okay. Let's see. I do have both microphones. That's, well, whatever. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here already. Amazing. We have 80 people watching already. It's totally amazing. Thank you guys for just showing up like this. This is like a 5-minute makeup, and yeah, so sorry for being so unprepared. I got a new a fake tattoo studio in the background. I have a new frame here, so I'm trying different things, you know, all the time. Hello, Trinity and the Staple, Peter, Jesse, Seth, Zach, Linda, Emma, Keely, Cirrus, Ananda, Peter, Christina, Esther, Mandy, Silly Tube. I mean, thank you, Catherine. Awesome to have you all here. Question, Joe Biden. How do you know if an artist is editing their tattoos? That's exactly what we're going to talk about for a full hour. So, I think both mics that are echoing. Okay, thank you for letting me know. How about this? Is this okay? Because now it's only one microphone. So if this is better, then we'll just go for this. So, I did prepare just some notes. Yes, good. Thank you, Stacy. Better. Good. Okay. Awesome. So, I want to sort of just say, you all know sort of like, I don't know, you don't really. I think to be able to sort of, you know, give you the foundational information on how to know if a tattoo artist is editing their tattoos, because most tattoo artists are editing the photos of their tattoo, you know, before they put it out on their portfolio. I edit my photos as well, but then there's that, you know, where's the line? When is it not okay anymore? So I just wanted to sort of talk a little bit about, you know, what is a tattoo? Well, it is ink that is, you know, it's not pushed under the skin, but it's another video topic about how it actually works. But, you know, it's ink that is actually, you know, penetrated, and it sets beneath this top of your skin, you know? So the ink is not on top of your skin, it's under the layer, you know, it's the middle part of the skin. And as I talked a little bit about in my cover-up video a long time ago, I showed you, like in a glass jar, what happens to the ink after 3 months. and that is that it sinks into the middle area, and all of that top layer, the ink that is on top in the beginning, that has not faded, it just either went out of the surface in the healing process, or it sunk down, of gravity. It just does that. So 3 months later, that's when you sort of see how a tattoo, and that's another topic. Yes, Sharon, fresh versus healed. Definitely that is another topic, because as long as you have seen the difference between a fresh tattoo and a healed tattoo, if you understand that, then it's also easier to sort of figure out what is possible and not. So one thing to mention is that when we are done tattooing a client, the tattoo is fresh, of course, and the best time to take a photo is, of course, when it's healed, to show you, your real potential. How does not, it doesn't matter how your fresh tattoo looks. It actually matters how your healed tattoo looks, as an artist, because your clients want to know the truth. Like, are they gonna go to you or not? So I think just to not get sidetracked here, because I do get very easily sidetracked. And yeah, to just shoot in, Catherine, question: when do you know when a tattoo is fully healed? I talked a lot about that in the tattoo aftercare live stream, actually, but it's you can 3 to 4 weeks, when the skin is not shiny anymore, but it's sort of matte, then it is pretty fully healed. But yes, I get so easily sidetracked. So and then I forget what I'm talking about, as usual. But because tattoo artists usually edit their tattoos, but where's that line? So I want to show you just how easy it is. So I'm going to, let's see here, iPad, where's my iPad? I can go, do I go there? I keep forgetting, where I can go to show you what I'm working on here. So do I have my iPad? No, there's my notes and everything. You don't have to see my notes. Let's see here. Where's the iPad? There it is, I hope. It was supposed to be there, but it's not. Okay, plug it in, plug it out. Let's see if that works. It's so typical that I do have these weird little dead backs. Removing it, and I'm adding it again. Let's see. Hello, there's the camera. Behind the scenes thing here. Let's see here, and then this iPad. No, it's all, why is that all black? Hello, Wendy Lucas. I'm having technical errors at the moment. I cannot understand why I can't show you my iPad. So, we'll just have to go. The song is on, yes. Now it's automatic. That actually, is it loud? Sorry. Okay, there, maybe? There, 15, 14. Okay, is that better for you? Let me know. Okay, so my iPad is not working today. Weird, so weird. So, I'm just gonna have to show you something else instead, and that's my notes here. There's a link, yes, okay. Here is a guy that I'm following. He's called the Tattooed Truth Fairy. Tattooed Truth Fairy, right? And he or she, I don't know who this is, but it's the Truth Fairy. They show like Photoshop, filters, lighting tricks. We show you the lie that the artist told you when they edited the photo beyond reality. So, I mean, this is just to give you examples of real tattoo artists out there that are actually, editing their tattoos, to just show you like the examples, because like here you can see that it's not even a skin texture. And as you know, like when you do tattoo, let's see here, when you do tattoo skin, it's still skin. It still has pores, and music is better now. Okay, good, awesome. The skin is still there, the skin is still on top, the texture, the pores, and those small little wrinkles. When you take a look at your skin, like you can see that it has a skin texture, right? And that is also, it should be visible, even though it has been tattooed. So a lot of those tattoos, when they are way too smooth, let's see here, sorry now, it's the iPad. When they are way too smooth like this, you can't see that this is a tattoo even, then they have smoothed it out so much. And I think on this, they even drew the black lines, like the black here is so black and so crisp that it's like, it does not look like this is actually tattooed. And this is a dead giveaway. This smoothness here, that just shows that they edited the photo, but we don't know how much they edited, so it could be endless. So, and these are just like really, examples, like, yeah, the close-up, like it's not possible to get a photo of a tattoo and not be able to see that it has skin texture. You understand? So that's one thing that is like giving it away, and that is that smoothness. And there are other amazing, like, good examples here. Here you can see that it has some redness, down there. You can see some redness, and you can see some texture in the needlework that they have just, faded it. But then I think that, about here, they weren't very happy with it, so they added white. They removed a lot of the redness. They have smoothed out a lot of the texture, and maybe even unevenness, And like they show a lot of those tattoos here, like fake it till you make it. I mean, it's sad that they're doing this. And why is it sad that tattoo artists are editing this, There are so many consequences from this. What are the consequences? Of course, the biggest consequence is for you, the clients, that are looking on an Instagram account, and you see a tattoo artist and the tattoos are amazing, and you're like, wow, it's not, wow, it can't be real, it's so good. Hello, Lars André. Hello. Welcome to the Tat Chat. So when you look at a tattoo artist portfolio and like, this is unreal, this is so good, and you want to get an appointment and you get tattooed, and you're like, what? But this does not look like the tattoos that I saw in the portfolio, and you've been just so deceived. And you as a client, yes, Peter, I mean, can't you take legal actions against them? It's actually, I don't know how, maybe if you can sort of prove that they're actually faking it. But how can you prove that? Then you would have to find that tattoo, like on this Instagram account, where they actually, the client has uploaded a picture to sort of like tell the world, like, okay, this is what I got, and this is what the portfolio picture said. you know? So that's one way to call it out in a way. So I think, of course, the number one person that is, has a consequence out of this is, of course, the client, because you get so deceived. You are, you want to get a tattoo from this artist and you book an appointment, and it's like, it's not as good as you were hoping it would be. And maybe even, maybe it's even like a really, really bad tattoo. Let's see, I'm just going to show you some other examples here from this, like this one. Let's see, I think I'm going to try to move the screen here a little bit so you can see this photo. Sorry. So here, right, you can see that this is what he has in his portfolio. He actually, I think he removed this tattoo from his portfolio because people, when they find this page, they go into the artist's portfolio and they criticize and they, and they bomb the tattoo artist. So don't be one of those right now. This is just to educate you. So we're not going to go in and hating all of these artists right now. Okay. But of course, I think it's, when they are called out, I think they should hear it, because as I said, the consequence for the client, that this is what the portfolio says, but this is what the client has. And yes, this is the same tattoo, but when he edited this photo, he didn't just remove some of the redness or smooth out. If he did that, this would look awful. But what he did do is to use the reference photo. You can see here how crisp this is, how realistic that image right there is. And this is the tattoo, And I mean, it's real. People, tattoo artists are doing this. And I can't imagine, as a client to, really just sit there in the chair and like, yes, I'm being tattooed by this artist. And then you look in the mirror like, what? I thought you were like really, really good. And I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's completely different, very changed. So it's, and people, some tattoo artists are doing this. I really wanted to show you on my iPad. I'm just going to try to reconnect this one more time and maybe even start it, again, just to like see if I can. I want to show you if I can. I'm going to try. If not, we'll do this some other time again. But yeah, you get very disappointed. And what happens when the client get disappointed, they give a bad review or they tell, other people out there. You can go online and like show that this tattoo artist, this is the portfolio and this is what I actually got, and then that artist would get such a really bad reputation, and not just the artist, but also the tattoo shop would get really bad education. That's a typical thing. When one tattoo artist does one thing that one client has a negative reaction to something, or, the artist was late for work or something happened, and the client is not going to walk around and talk bad about the artist. He or she is going to talk bad about the studio. Most people think about one artist as the entire studio. I noticed that sometimes in our shop as well. One artist is late for work or something and a client will complain. They will complain about the whole shop. So there are consequences, back to the artist and the shop as well. Let's see here. Do you have any? Thank you for keeping it real, Jose. Thank you for appreciating that. Let's see here. Question: how much editing? Let's see here. How much editing do you use, if any, and what techniques do you use to not compromise the art itself? Yes, that's a good question. I'm going to see if I can, fix this iPad today. Hello, hi from Norway. Hello, Norway. Because I really wanted to show you. Otherwise, I can't show you on my iPhone either. Yeah, so a little technical since I wasn't that prepared. So I'm usually like super prepared. Sometimes I sit here for like the whole like Saturday and Sunday. I prepare, for 2 days for this 1 hour. So Deadly, you shouldn't use editing at all. It's misleading. Yes, I understand what you're saying. And what I'm doing is almost like when you're editing, not like when you're editing a selfie in a way. And that also depends, like in a selfie, when you edit your face and making it like really pretty, you're sort of deceiving everyone as well. But at the same time, they're not buying your face. So it's like, it doesn't hurt like that. But when you're editing tattoos in a portfolio, I do some editing myself. But I'm going to show you what I do, if I can. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to tell you what I do. Let's see here now. Trying the iPad again. Adding. This is so weird that it's not working. Yeah. Okay, out and no, still nothing. I don't understand why my iPad is not in the game today. Okay, I'm just going to try one more thing. Bear with me for a little second. Connecting it to this one instead. Maybe. No? No? Okay, still nothing. That's so weird. So, okay, sorry, I don't have an iPad for you today. So, I'll have to try to explain what I do. Okay? I bet she's saying that she edits the finished tattoo, yes. So, when I have a tattoo fresh and finished, I want to take a photo of it. The best way is to wait until the day after, of course, or several other days after, because it's so shiny, because the tattoo is red and it's bleeding and it's moist coming out of it. So every light I try, it's like I had really problems like finding the perfect light so that it's not like this super glare in the middle, so, and in the middle part you can't see anything. It's just like shiny white, details. So I tried like 100 angles just to like not get that glare. Wiping, drying. It's so difficult. And then, after a lot of wiping and drying and like, okay, are you dry now? Trying to get the perfect angle, the perfect lighting. Okay, now. Because what I want is to give my tattoo justice. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a shitty photo of my tattoo because I'm proud of my tattoo. And my tattoo is what sells my work and what shows you what I can do, So I feel so bad when I don't have good photos of my tattoo. And I know that some of the worst things you can do is like, yeah, sorry, I got a bad photo of my tattoo. And it can look like it's a piece of meat, and you had so much redness and so much. It's like it's difficult to get to understand what it is. So what I do with it, usually, if it's a black and gray tattoo, I take down the redness a little bit. also just to like not scare you, because the redness is not going to be a part of the tattoo anyway, so why have all of that redness? So yeah, I'm reducing the redness, especially the redness around it, and this I do with a filter that just adjusts all the red in the tattoo down a little bit. And I can't do that if I have a tattoo that has a lot of red ink in it, because then it will fade that redness also. So you have to sort of, if it's important or not, what's more important, the color. And then I just want to sort of edit my photo so that it looks on the photo like I see it in real life. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's bad, cell phone camera, whatever it is. I always have some trouble. I think it has to do with the lighting. If you don't have enough lighting, you know, all the saturation is going to go down, and the whole photo is going to look yellowish. So a lot of those things I edit in my when I edit it, like it looks clean. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I do. I go through those bars where you go maybe in lightness, darkness, contrast, saturation. Just to like adjust the photo. The quality of the photo is adjusted, so that it looks nice, and that I feel like this is giving justice to the actual tattoo. That is how I edit. And then I usually put a nice background right now in my last photos, just to like make the feed look a little bit nicer and everything. But I don't go in and sort of edit and touch up. Like, I don't touch anything with a pen. I just wanted to show you guys, but I can do that some of the time. I'm going to show you like physical, how I adjust, how you can actually, how a lot of tattoo artists are sort of just they're always like they're drawing outside. They take a photo of the tattoo and they either put it in Photoshop or Procreate, and then they actually draw a new layer on top, to make the lines bolder, blacker, solid, and it's just making it like super fake. Let's see here. Emma, question: how long is the longest tattoo session you have tattooed? I think that is 9 hours, I guess. Yeah, 9 hours. I had 2 clients that I've actually tattooed for 9 hours each. And, but that was like years ago when I was tattooing, long hours, and I didn't have a family waiting for me and everything. So there's a difference between editing to enhance the tattoo itself and editing to fix mistakes and changing the tattoo completely. Yes, that's, I totally agree. That's sort of everything we're talking about here. Sorry, I'm just adjusting this so this looks nice on screen. Have you ever tried using ND filter when shooting your tattoo photos? ND filter? I don't even know what that is. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm sorry, people, that I had my technical issues today. I really wanted to show you, but we can do one more of these some other time, and then you can, maybe you can also find some reference. How far in advance are you usually booked? Right now, there are quiet times, so we book 3 months at a time every month. No, every month we open a new month, but we book like 3 months in advance, like all the time, something like that. So like now I'm sort of like always fully booked for 3 or 4 months. Um, Years ago, when I was all all by myself in my shop in a smaller city in Moss, I actually had a waiting list for 3 years, and that's when I sort of decided to move to Oslo, actually, to just expand my shop and have colleagues that could help me out. Oh, can you please explain to people how real tattoo artist doesn't have to be on a show like Ink Masters? I guess I would say that, of course, I totally agree. Real tattoo artist doesn't have to be on a show, because most tattoo artists would be like, they actually hate those reality shows because it's not like the business is at all. It's like it's showing this a really commercialized version of this business that is very different from what how we have seen it for years. So I think, but I must say one thing, and that is that I've always been a competitive person. I love competition, and I have over 50 tattoo awards in my shop, in my room, from tattoo conventions where I entered competitions, like best of day tattoo, best of show tattoo, best big one, best realistic, best back piece. I have many of those awards because I just love competitions. I love uh, competing in a way. And I think that some tattooers like that as well, but some are like, that these reality shows have sort of destroyed the business. I don't think it's destroyed it at all. It just changed it into a new dimension in a way. And a lot of those old schoolers don't like that. And I understand it. I do. But I feel like either you're, with the change towards the future, or you can just sit back and like be grumpy, but you're not going to be able to do anything about it anyway, So I don't know if that answered your question at all, but yeah. Do you only tattoo with colors? Yes, not only, but I think like maybe 80% of the time I prefer colors, but I do some black and gray as well when I see that it really fits, and I think that I can do a good job to do that. Is it normal or acceptable for artists to do tattoo styles on a client that they aren't used to doing, and then telling the client they can do it? I think that's like both. It's I love it when tattoo artists specialize, but that's in any business. If you're a hairdresser, or you're a photographer, or you're a musician, in most creative or any other work as well. I mean, in a business, if you specialize in a genre, in a category within that, then that will sort of make you even better in that category, and then you can stand out there. And I think a lot of those, hello David, hello. I think as long as if you focus on one thing and you're, becoming really good at that, that is a really good thing. But sometimes you just want to go on another genre category just to try it, or you just wanted to do that for a long time. Like I do photorealism, but I also enjoy comics, and I do like some of those fantasy fine line, and I do like paintings, like copying like old vintage paintings. So it's like they they go a little bit hand in hand, but my specialty is color realism. But that doesn't mean that it's a good or a bad thing if I turn away other things, you know? I just think that if you know that you're not going to be able to do a really good job on this thing, then you shouldn't tattoo it. That's my like best answer for that, I think. Um, uh, uh, uh. There is a Danish tattoo show, and I hate it mostly because people that do not know the tattoo industry thinks I earn a lot of money, and that's not the case. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, in these tattoo TV shows, like the Miami Ink things, and there are so many that came after this, and they want to show this sort of a rock star thing. I had my own TV show in Norway. We just had one season, and it's only viewable in Norway on this Dplay online channel thing. And I think, but I don't know. I wanted to focus on sort of like my goals within tattoos, that tattooed people are not dangerous people. Tattooed people are not criminals or psychos, or, you know. So that was my like biggest focus in this TV show. But a lot of them are like, yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, I'm a rock star, I'm really cool, and I make lots of money. I mean, you can make lots of money in tattooing. Uh, like in any business, if you work hard and you stand out and you know, hustle in a way, you can make lots of money. But that's like in any business, you know? So it's not like a true answer to that, I think. Do you have a funny bad experience, a story about a client that you can tell? I do have. I think that's one of the top viewed videos on my channel, with tattoo stories or clients that were annoying, or, you know, bad clients and stuff. I have a lot of that, but we can do more of that, of course. Critiquing tattoos. No, I've done that several times on my channel, and I like to have these. In the beginning, the Tat Chat was like really. I had everything in every episode. I have a consultation. I had critiquing, and I had Q&As. And now I sort of switched it into having different topics instead, because, you know, it's more searchable for people to find the video, you know, because after this it has been live, it's becoming a you know, a video for people to watch later, so then it's more searchable. So, but I have critiques, and I have consultations, and I'm going to do in the future, for those who want, I'm going to take guests on the show. And that was actually the original idea from the whole beginning. So if you want to be on the show, or if you want me to critique your tattoos, or show you how I would design a cover up or a fix up or anything, or you want to be a guest on the show, the tatchat.com is where you submit those forms. Question: how many clients do you tattoo in a day? That really depends. But for me right now, at the moment, with my health and my back problems and everything, I'm getting old, you know. I have one client a day, one full day session with a client. And that's what I have the most. And then the second most normal thing is to have 2 clients a day, 2 half-day sessions. Yeah, and just sometimes I have some like smaller, like maybe a touch-up, and then I have a consultation and a consultation, and maybe half a day or something, but that's a little bit more rare. So usually one full day session. But I have, I have coworkers that do small tattoos, like they specialize in smaller tattoos and make those one-liner thing and minimalistic things or small text and stuff, and they have, you know, up to like 10 clients in a day without any problems. You know, they're used to it. I can't do that anymore. Question: how was the biggest piece you've made? I think the biggest piece is actually an octopus. It is somewhere on my Instagram feed. Instagram, down there somewhere. No, it's not. Sorry, I didn't put that link there because of stuff. But yeah, in my Instagram, I do have this octopus. And it begins, one of those arms begins down in the middle of the calf. And then the last, you know, on the top, it goes to her shoulder. So from her shoulder, it goes down towards the back, across the back, and then down the back, in front of her belly area, like the lower belly area, and her full bottom area, and her thigh, and yeah, into the middle of the calf. So that's the biggest tattoo I've made. It's awesome, but many years ago, and almost in the like a new school theme, actually. Can I pay you to get a design as I'm on the other side of the world and can't get inked by you? The thing is, I don't know if your tattoo artist would like it that another tattoo artist made the design. So, I mean, you could ask, of course, but I wouldn't like that myself, to have a client and say that, yes, I have this design is made by another tattoo artist. I don't know. I would have to see it and like, you know, but I don't do those kind of designs anyway, so it's a difficult question. Then it's actually better to just do this on the Tat Chat, so it's more like an educational to show you what's possible, you know. So just submit it on the tatchat.com, and we'll see how I can help you. But do you have any more questions about editing tattoos and how where that limit is? Because I think just to like show you and giving you some heads up, like keep your eyes out, because I think almost like 90% of tattoo artists, they edit their photos. As I said, edit the photography, edit the photos, adjusting lightness, you know, making the photo more likable and like watchable and like so that it gives justice to the tattoo. But some go that step further and edit the actual tattoo and, you know, fool you, deceive you. So just be careful. Yeah, I thought another thing is that how about making this little weird interactive way for you guys to share topics on future episodes? I don't really know how to do this, but in one way, I wanted to be able to, for you guys to sort of like use a form or whatever and just enter a theme or a topic for a video or a live stream. And then for me to just sort of like pick something randomly, like a Wheel of Fortune or something like that. So if you have an idea for that, use the comments. Asking for a sketch wouldn't be a bad idea, not a photo. Yes, but it could be that they are an amazing tattoo, like an artist, so they can draw, you know, super well, but maybe they're not that skilled with tattooing, so they're actually adjusting that tattoo so you don't know, you know. I just bombed your Discord with my half leg sleeve. Yeah, do that. Question. I saw my tattoo artist creating mini tattoos with lots of detail. Any advice if you think it's a good or bad idea to get one? I think that's very difficult for me to say. I do have colleagues myself that do these mini tattoos that has lots of detail. And I'm so amazed by how they look. Like they're so good. So I think since I don't make them myself, I don't feel like I'm the one to sort of judge if they're going to heal well or not, because I was taught that, you know, those details will go away and they will, but these new techniques in a way, I'm just so amazed by them. So I have to sort of like see how these heal and, you know, take it from there. You know, I think sometimes it's nice when tattoo artists post healed photos. I usually never have healed photos from my clients because usually they travel a bit to come to me, you know, so to get a healed photo from them later is sometimes a little bit hard. And I don't know, sometimes I just like feel like if I get a healed photo, it's like, yeah, but it was like done years ago and this is not really the style I want to do now, so I don't want to post it. So I don't know. How do you book clients from the US or other parts of the world? I mean, they just book like normal, but they would have to, you know, travel to get there and, you know, stay and everything. So that's nothing that I sort of can help them with. But I don't know, maybe they could just ask in the reception also. In my reception where we have our, you know, receptionists, the people that work there in the administration, they can also pretty much help with these details, I guess. But I don't really have that much from the US. I've had a couple from Canada, actually, but do tattoo needles actually hurt that bad? It can't be that bad, right? Well, David, I don't know. It's like it depends so much on where on the body you're getting tattooed. So, and it's like if you poke yourself with a needle, you know, you will feel it. So, and this is a machine that is poking the needles like really fast, but it's so fast that you can't actually feel the poking itself. It's more like I'm drawing on you with a sharp pencil, you know, and it gets a little warm and everything. So, question. Can color be applied over black ink or will it just look muddied? I have a really dark tattoo that I hate and want to get it done so badly. Maybe it's a better question for you, Tat Chat. Yeah, I'll have to sort of figure out a way to show you step by step how it actually looks when you're adding color to black tattoos. But so yeah, I'll have to find some images to show you that. Why are face tattoos so repulsive? I mean, why is that even a question on my live stream? How do you tattoo when you're feeling sick or have to go to the bathroom all the time? You shouldn't be tattooed then. And I mean, how do you tattoo when you... Yeah, you shouldn't be tattooing if you are feeling sick or have to go to... It's like, do it some other day as well, or instead. Is reddish ink still dangerous? It shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be at all. These inks nowadays. Question. Favorite brand of tattoo machine and clip wire or banana plug? Yeah, right now I have the Cheyenne Soul Nova Unlimited. The first, or I don't know if it's the first, but the cordless tattoo machine. I've wanted one for 20 years. And I'm so darn happy that I have one. So no more clip cords. If you want more questions or want to learn more from me within tattooing, I suggest you go and take a look at inkmentor.com. And there will be something cool there. Good question. Pucha. Or are short videos of tattoo more likely not to be heavily edited? Yes. Because they can, of course, be heavily edited when it comes to the saturation and contrast, lightness, those things, details. They can add details and brightness and saturation and everything in those videos. But at least they can't sort of change the tattoo that much. It's at least very much more difficult to edit those tattoos. Have you ever tattooed anyone with psoriasis? Yes, I have. And the only thing you should think about is to try to get tattooed during that time that you don't have that rash period, you know. So when it's sort of like calm down, then you can tattoo them, no problem. It's just not at that area in that time where it's like super bad, you know. So that's the only thing. Oh, I have psoriasis and many tattoos. Just can't when I know my body isn't doing good. Okay, awesome. So my answer was okay, I guess. David's twin brother here. David and David, huh? You're on Twitch and YouTube now. Awesome, David. So David's one of my, almost like a VIP now, huh? It's awesome. I love seeing all of you guys here. Thank you so much for this episode tonight. Sorry I wasn't able to show you on the iPad what I wanted to show you. I think you understood what I wanted to sort of tell you. And Will Ross, I'm going to do an intense tattoo course on an academy. What are your thoughts on tattoo academies? That depends on what you mean. If it's an online thing or if it's like a school where you go to and, physically you go there. But we're going to talk more about that in another show. But check out inkmentor.com just to check out that as well. Solmar, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for saying that. So yeah, that was it, you people. We have been streaming for 1 hour just to talk a little bit about editing tattoo portfolios and where does it limit go. I hope you got some value and I hope you learned something about this. Use the Tat Chat. Yes, go to Tattooed Truth Fairy to see more of those fake tattoo frauds and use them and tell them if you find good examples. If you want to be on the show, show your tattoo. Next episode, we're gonna edit your tattoos, okay? So next Sunday, I'm editing your tattoos. That means I'm going to have consultations and hopefully my iPad will be working. So I'm going to sort of, make cover-ups, add-ons, fix-ups digitally on your tattoos. So use the tatchat.com to go there and use those forms to get in, and I'll see you in a week from now. So that's it. Thank you for the effort you put in. Love the Tat Chat. Thank you, Careless Rex. Thank you so much. So I'll see you in a week then. Okay? Bye.
This is the Tat Chat with Electric Linda.